Why we're so casual, it's funny enough just a place to...
It's
Best place
it's the
to be.
social center for this.
The social center that's like... The things that are technically canon that happen here, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It's...
yeah.
Some of the
So,
craziest lore drops happen in this bar, and that is
Yeah, so
pure
we could
coincidence.
Yeah, we could just casually talk and it's not, like, out of character, which is funny.
I like how Apollo has like another bar or two. Never used. It's only this one.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right, that other...
Yeah, Enchanting's bar. Yeah,
it's-
here. We
It's
can
like
show you.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
funky.
don't
It's
know how to tell you
Enchanting's
guys.
bar too. Oh, I missed the button.
It's a nicer bar as
Does
well.
someone want to get the button?
Here, I got it for the other side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't get stuck.
Oh
Don't
god.
get stuck. Don't get stuck. Fluff.
If I said no, then there wouldn't be any plot. No,
Yeah.
if I just said no to Josh's field trip.
Follow me. Woo!
Honestly, maybe I'll say no next time. Jesus Christ.
You know, like right up here.
Right then. I'll give all.
Don't die. That's not good for your health. And if you die, you don't come back.
Well, you can't be sick if you're dead.
But yeah, no, this is the other bar, but also the kind of the kitchen too. We have like a bunch of food back there. But yeah, this is actually Enchanting's because it's part of a tavern that she was running up top. But you know, that just kind of never gets used. Oh, ask a question and then hit the button.
Will I live tomorrow? I got a parking ticket.
What does that mean?
Someone clip that, please.
I'm gonna park in my life tomorrow.
Put the paper back in the
Don't
dispenser.
park.
Alright.
Don't try.
Okay.
Okay, well, I gotta go in. Okay.
I
I
can't
got a parking.
How is this? How's
Well,
this story?
Just am I gonna
look
live
for the
tomorrow? I got a
server
parking
for the next
ticket.
while?
Well,
I have a permit. I don't have a.
Don't care. Wow.
Oh.
Don't care about
Ooh.
the chosen SE. No, I asked like how the story's gonna be going for the.
It's gonna
server,
last another
and I
5
just don't
years with
care.
how much we
No,
schedule
exactly.
things.
I got one.
Don't care.
Okay.
Wow.
Will I ever return to streaming? Damn, it doesn't care.
Oh.
Oof. Okay.
I need to see.
Okay.
You gotta
Does everyone make it out alive? Or make it out at all?
I should have shuffled them.
Your mom.
Your mom's gonna die.
Oh, it's her birthday!
Lore drop right here.
You have a mom? We have moms?
No, like IRL, it's my mom's birthday.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Her birthday her.
Canonically,
Birthday TK
it's
mom.
never stated if I have a mother or not, or a father, or a family. Who knows? Maybe we're all just motherless. ChosenSMP Mother's Day edition. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna write that one down for a future detective thing.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
What?
Mother's Day
What?
Mother's Day will be coming up soon. So,
It is coming up.
Isn't that in May?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't wanna grab
Soon?
it yet. No, don't speed up. Don't speed up May.
Please, we
Oh.
just started.
Ish. I said
Don't
ish.
start.
That means a year.
Soon-ish. Ish.
It's like
No.
4 or 5 months away.
Ish.
I'm content right now. Don't make me graduate early.
Oh.
Don't you want to graduate early and get it done with?
I'm just sitting here, but like, I get 2 weeks of summer and then right
Oh
back.
god.
Could I take just a second of
I
your
don't wanna go to
time?
college
Let me tell you more, something to explore. You
I've
should
been
give your
told
primes
Tuesdays
up
either
to
it's the
me.
life or it's the
I
best
never
part of
knew
your
that was
life.
a thing. It's a freaking Deriva cat.
And
So,
college is a lot of fun, I will say.
well, I've been told it's
No,
either
it's
hell
not.
or heaven. So, guess my fate will be decided.
For me, it was hell.
Well, high school's hell for me, so.
I did both at the same time. It was hell.
Hold on. Hi, Eli.
Not our Eli. Different.
Not our Eli. No.
Different Eli. Sorry.
Not our
What?
Eli
I
that
remember
is
Eli was
dead.
passing by.
Not our Eli that is definitely dead. And nothing
yeah, our
else.
Eli's definitely dead.
Yep.
No,
Smile.
the non-canonical Eli.
Can I strangle him?
No.
Oh, not
Strangle
the
his dead body.
Oh, the canon one. Canon, Eli.
Yeah.
hear me out.
Strangle his dead body. Evie wants to ransack his dead body to pay off the tab.
I want a Fortnite
Y'all
dance
just-
in
I think I'm gonna
sports.
go
What?
ramble about lore for a bit and then hop off. Catch you guys later.
Bye. Love you,
Bye.
Pan.
Bye. Hi.
Hello.
Whoa.
I like your eyes.
Teaser lore.
They're
Okay,
funky.
Thank you. Thank
In
you.
a cool way.
Thank you.
I was. They add into the bar. I'm like, oh shit.
Do we want to go back to the original bar or stay here?
You never go
It
to this
is
bar.
whatever. Oh yeah, I gotta steal some dirt off of you.
Oh.
Well, actually,
'Cause
I
we're-
might head out so I can actually socialize with my roommates.
Okay. We'll try and do
Oh.
It's all just
lore.
Vicky. The pressure.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
As almost
Evie.
if I use streaming all the time, more often than EB.
Evie streams?
Exactly. Exactly.
Dude, I haven't streamed in 3 months. It's because of the whole Twitch crap. I'm kind of focusing a bit more on YouTube now. I'm like, it's not gonna go anywhere, and I can earn stuff while I'm not live, so it'll work out.
Yeah. I'm trying to do both. Slowly
Ugh,
gonna try and
social
get into
anxiety.
back into YouTube slowly. But mainly focusing on Twitch right now because working on rebrand and all that. Gotta also do art commissions
fun.
hopefully soon. So
Fun. I'm making silly little stories because I have issues and I'm mentally unwell.
join the team.
The characters, they're gonna suffer.
We love making our
Especially
characters suffer.
The lesbians, oh. There are lesbians. I had to have the gays, man.
Yay.
I love them so much. I'm like, oh, this is gonna
Yay.
Ow. I am gay. That's true. I gave
You
up.
killed
I'm
your wife.
unlabeled. I gave up. What? Oh yeah, I did. Whoopsies. That was completely my fault.
No. No.
Uh,
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yeah. Yeah. That was me.
I don't believe it.
Yes.
Nope.
What do you mean you don't believe it? You weren't there.
You seem too soft to kill someone.
About that. No, and I've helped kill people, and I'm willing to go kill a few people that are now apparently alive. So, say okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my freaking just player volumes. I gotta amplify you a bit.
Sorry.
You're good. I just have my settings all whack.
Also, I need your opinion, honestly. I've been
Opinion.
told that the Zora voice is quote unquote the sexy voice, and now I'm like worried.
No. I've
'Cause
only
it's
heard
voice
the
acting.
Zora voice. I know.
I'm worried.
I've only heard
Have
the
you
Zora
heard it?
voice. Like once on a stream, but
Okay,
like not really.
It's also a little harder when I'm like put on the spot because my voice shaky and it goes higher. So like, give me something to say. Crap.
You rang?
Huh?
You rang like if someone were to like mention Zora and Laura, like. So about Zora, and just like you rang.
You rang? Can I help you? I've been told like, okay, is this what you were thinking? Like that. I've been told like, hey, that's the sexy voice, and now I'm like, oh shit. You're banging your head against the crafting table.
Inhaling and exhaling.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Whoopsies. You have a
Whoopsies.
concussion.
Whoopsies.
What else am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Exactly.
In a situation like that,
Sorry
I
that
don't
some
know.
people think it's hot. Sorry that I have wrists.
No, it's not. It's similar to my Ara voice that I only do when people redeem it.
No, you can't give those away for free.
I don't. I
No,
don't.
I
I
can do-
don't. I have
can do a
I
high
have had
one,
people
and I can do
redeem
a
it
low
with
one.
channel points.
Dude, if someone redeems it right now, I'll do it.
They can't. It's 6,000. I raised it. I raised the channel points, you fuckers.
Someone make Mickey hydrate, and I'll do it. That's 420. Nice. So let me know if anybody does. Okay, moving on. What were you talking about? Bet. Hey, chat. Oh no, Wolfie, no! Oh no, Wolfie. Wolfie, you wanna get. Oh no, Wolfie. Wolfie, you don't know what you've done. Dude, imagine just like little Zora tidbits like Merry Christmas. Okay. I have like the Percy Jackson soundtrack on right now. I need something like actually nice. Okay, I'm gonna rant about. Be careful, I might start ranting about Percy Jackson in the new series that I'm making. But oh my gosh, Spotify! You gonna work? Spotify down? Bro, I will actually throw hands if Spotify's down. I will. Don't test me. I will. Oh, Spotify? Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Hallelujah. Ow, what the f? It's just like popped. Like physically, like electricity pop. What the f? I have no clue what happened there. Oh well. Okay, your wish will be granted. Oh no. Oh, Wolfie, no! Do you have any idea what you did, Wolfie? I said the next one that redeemed, Hydrate would get the deep, Zora Ara. I I don't know if you know what you've done, bro. I don't. This is problem. I am sorry in advance. Okay. Ooh. Like an audience. I haven't like streamed in a while, so this is weird. This is weird. Okay. So how I do the Zora voice is I always have like that one keyword that gets me to slip into that accent or that lower pitch. So with like going deeper, I go, okay. Okay, darling. Sorry. Sorry. Kinda had to. Sorry. Anyway, but when it goes with like, you're getting little voice acting lessons. You're welcome. Lower, I just kind of like, you're a lot more breathy. You realize that you're like a lot more open vocally. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you're a lot more open. When it comes to accents. Oh shit, is Mickey back? Mickey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh hi. Okay, I was
There's
giving
your
everyone a voice acting lessons, and I did the ara.
There. Also, I did your hydrate, Wolfie. Nice.
When it comes to accents, again, there's still that one word that you go into. Like, for example, British. I go, so? Hello. And then you're immediately into it. It goes, whoop, there you go.
Yeah, no.
English use.
My problem is with going into a British accent, I have to try not to do that all the time. Or else I'm scared Dan's gonna make fun of me because I have fucked up with the accent before. He's like, that's not how you say that. And I'm just like, wait. He's like, that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm like, okay.
I used to watch British streamers like all the time. Mainly like Turbo, Tommy and it, with you know, those guys.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, I know they're Britishness, I guess. I don't know. It's fun. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all of Mickey's chat who had to witness that.
That is
And if
okay.
you liked
They've
it,
heard
go to hell, I guess.
Fluff. They've heard worse.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a Dread Dead by Daylight stream like 2 days
No.
ago. Or 2 streams ago. Dread did a Dead by Daylight stream. I don't know when to
Did he
stop
do an
being horny.
aura?
No. I don't know when to stop being horny on main.
Wow.
Yeah, don't worry. Chat has seen worse.
Man.
Way worse.
Okay,
Is-
what's the plan? What are we doing? Where are we
Hey,
going?
that mark on your arm. What's that?
Oh, do you want the long version or the short version?
Eh, 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 eh. Long version,
You
please.
pick. Oh no. Okay.
Or whatever you're
So-
comfortable with. We got
In
time.
a, in Haley can't get into the mode. Now I'm giggling. Okay. So in a nutshell, back in my world, back when all of Zora stuff kind of happened, this mark kind of like appeared on my arm. I don't know exactly where it came from. Just Zora happened. That happened. I went to this friendly neighborhood witch named Rauka. She gave me that bandana that I had and used some magic. I don't know. I don't understand the whole magic thing. And basically kind of restrained her for a while. But when I came here, that link between her magic and me kind of severed, so the bandana kind of became useless up to this point. So now it's kind of like a hit or miss whether or not Zora just wants to pop out or not.
This Zora person, thing, creature. What is she? If I'm wording that right?
No, yeah, you are. It's fine. She's not human, I guess. She's an old spirit, I guess, that found my body somehow. I don't know exactly like what thing she is. But she's really violent, I guess. I don't know how to explain it cuz I don't know if there's other people on the server that have two souls anymore, but basically she sees what I see what she sees. So right now she can hear and see our conversation. She knows everything that happened when Shade and Eli were being bad, and once our old souls were released, that all came back.
Ah, that's probably why you seem really shell-shocked in the infirmary.
Oh yeah.
It was all just
Yeah.
flooding back a lot of trauma to ingest, essentially.
You know, I kind of blame myself for it. I
Why?
asked Shade for help. I asked Eli could help, and they said they could. They said they could get rid of her, but in that turn
But
of
you
events,
weren't-
they got rid of me.
You weren't conscious for any of that, though. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what Shade and Eli were up to. You don't need to blame yourself.
I relive the memories, and I see myself doing those things. I helped kill some of those people.
But it wasn't you. Think of it this way. Would you have the chance to kill anyone right now if you wanted to, but do you want to?
Depends on the person.
Okay.
I've been with Zora for a while now, and her impact on me is strong. She's a very violent creature, and I know she wants blood. Is that a
Okay,
fact?
say it was EB. Would you want to
I
kill
don't
him
have
right now?
anything against him. No.
So see, and EB was someone that Shade killed. That was a part of the whole thing. He became a corpse for a short time, just like the rest of us. I did things that my body did things that I didn't do. You were separated from your body like the rest of us. As corpses, we were
I
in
wasn't a
control of our
corpse.
actions.
It was a living soul in a living body.
But it wasn't you, Fluff. It wasn't yours. Oh, I just broke those pickles. It wasn't your soul. I wouldn't recommend sea pickles. They're very poisonous. I was doing some research on poisonous
Bet
plants
I
and
got
stuff.
nothing better to live for.
No, Fluff. If you die, you
Yeah.
are done for here.
I won't have to live with her anymore.
But who's to say she wouldn't still continue to live? Cause
She won't have a
terror and horror.
She won't have a willing host. You have to be willing to let a soul in like that. I thought I was getting help, and I wasn't. I've been lied to by many people. When I try and trust someone, they just stab you in the back. No point in trusting anybody or anything. We're all just gonna die in the end.
I see this place as a second chance. You could too. Everyone here has been able to build a new life for themselves. People who came
I've
from
been
a world of
isolated by Artemis this
dust.
entire time.
You don't need to be
okay.
anymore.
Take a look at Apollo Base versus Artemis. Apollo Base, it's this huge collected museum of history. Artemis is separated. Hell, I don't even know if they knew I existed. I never got a room in like the main area. I never was visited by friends. I just sat up on a hill and watched everything happen. You just sit back and watch. As everyone you think you might know or appreciate just dies before your eyes.
I
Why
know how
waste
you
making connections when you could just get rid of it altogether?
feel, Fluff. I thought that way for a while too. Even before Shade, before everyone died, I thought there was no point in making connections because I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home to my friends, but I think it was just me regressing the fact that I already knew my friends weren't coming back. I would be going home to nothing. And then coming back and talking to Josh, that helped me realize you can make connections here. It's okay to be attached because that just gives you something to fight for. Being able to care for at least someone, even if it's just yourself, it can help you feel like there's a purpose to keep fighting, a purpose to keep living, and seeing that none of this ever happens again, hopefully. Because who's to know if we're the only group of people who've been through this? Who's to say we aren't the first, or who's to say we are the first? And many more will happen after us if we all just die out.
I don't know.
You've got to find a purpose to keep going, keep pushing through. You gotta learn to separate yourself from Zora's actions from your own.
Not that easy when she's always talking to you. She used to be like that little ringing in your ears that you get every once in a while. Now it feels like a
It's
tornado
called
siren,
tinnitus.
constantly giving me headaches. Why do you think I'm at Evie's all the time drinking away?
Your bill has been ranking up.
Fine, I got plenty of useless savings.
Oh no, don't worry about it. We all
Useless
just put it
gear.
on Eli's tab.
True. Hell, I wouldn't mind killing him either.
He is honestly probably the one person I would kill.
Eli and Shade. Most
Shade?
one can go to hell.
You heard, though, that Shade just turned himself in. He threw down his weapons.
Sounds like a load of bullshit.
We weren't there to see it.
Fair, but I haven't been around Josh and Pan for a while. Who knows if I can even trust their words?
Josh, I know you can trust.
I've seen all of you guys as corpses. I've
But
seen
our
what you guys
corpses
can
weren't.
do.
Our corpses aren't us, though. Shade was controlling us. I am not that skilled of a fighter as I probably was as a corpse. I barely know anything about fighting or PvP. I haven't even killed. Me, personally, I haven't killed anyone.
You want to go kill Eli?
No, I don't think I could deal with the blood on my hands. Honestly. It'd
I've
be
got
too
plenty of
much.
that. Whether it's on this server or my other world.
But no, I know deep down in my heart, I trust Josh with all of my being. Because I had a Josh back in my world. It's not the same Josh, but they are the same, I guess. They're very similar. They're both very caring and would do anything to protect their friends and are silly at times, but know when to be serious. But I know you can trust Josh most definitely. Pan, I'm not sure. Because honestly, my only experience was when I thought it was the Pan for my world as well. But they didn't, her and Shay didn't recognize me when they were out patrolling one day. It's weird seeing people you know, but they don't know you.
Yeah.
I look at Josh and Pan, and I think I see my friends, but they also look like strangers to me. But they've become
Maybe they are.
my friends. Josh, I've gotten to know he trusts me and I trust him. I trust him with my life. If
We'll see
that
if he
tells you
actually proves
anything.
himself. Sure, he can make powerful speeches, but I don't know. If you're saying corpses don't fight like how you guys do, then maybe we'll have to see him fight.
From me hearing what happened, I know I'm definitely not as good as that. I just carry these in protection when really I don't know how to fucking use them. If anything, I just keep my distance. I don't even kill cows or pigs or chicken. I just fish.
I have my tools, but I don't have the right armor. Frozen gear. All
Ah.
the real gear I have is from Shade, but I'm not gonna honor that.
Hmm. If you want, we can try and get you some new armor.
It's fine for now. Maybe if there is a reason to live. You know, I did love some people.
Yeah.
Some people I was friends with a bit before everything went to hell. Some people died off, some people from other worlds. Did you know I was married?
No.
I had a wonderful wife. She was the light of my life. Everything was fine, I guess, but I don't know. We had a rough patch and suddenly things went downhill. We decided to try and find a therapist, but that therapist ended up being someone we couldn't trust. Hence, that quote unquote therapist gave me Zora. We went to Ralka, and the rest is history. She's gone. There's blood on my hands. It's not good when you kill someone you love. Better to not love at all.
Fluff, was it you or Zora who was controlling the body at the time?
You don't know the feeling when you're watching helplessly behind your own eyes, your own body, killing someone you dearly hold close.
I don't know what it's like to kill them, but I know what it's like to lose someone like that. But you didn't answer me. Was it you or Zora controlling the body?
I guess technically not me, but it really felt like it.
You say you see what Zora is doing, and then Zora can see what you're doing. As if a co-consciousness of sorts. But only one person can be the pilot.
I
And
guess,
Zora
yeah.
was piloting at that time. You had no control over that. You shouldn't blame yourself for something that you didn't do. It may physically be your body, but it wasn't spiritually and mentally you. You are a completely separate person from Zora. You may share a host, but you are different. Zora has different ambitions. You have different ambitions. You are not one and the same. She may be racking around up there saying some bullshit right now that, oh, don't listen to him. They're spouting BS. You were the one who did it, and blah, blah, blah. Well, Zora, you can kindly shut the fuck up. Because, Fluff, you don't deserve that. You're a kind person. I can see in your eyes you have a soft heart, but you're too scared to let that show. You're too scared to trust again because you might lose them. It's okay. Because you're not going to be alone this time.
With this whole world going to hell? Really doubt it.
It doesn't have to go to hell. We can make it. We can make a difference. We can make it better.
They're gods. I don't think we can defy that.
People may have been able to defy gods in the past and reap the consequences of it, but
Yeah, we want to reap the consequences of death? Okay.
I mean, we have ways to prevent it.
Prevent death. Maybe for like 2 seconds.
No. As long as you... have you heard of a totem of undying?
I mean, maybe. I don't quite remember.
These things can save you from the brink of death. If you lose all of your health and you are holding this, you can come back. It can save you as long as you're able to get out of whatever is causing you that harm as soon as possible. Because you don't come back with much health. You probably only come back with 3 or 4 hearts. Just enough to make it out. But it's possible to still live. We can cheat death, essentially, with these. Did Josh give you one? Because I know they're trying to give them out
No.
currently.
To be
No?
fair, I don't know if I want to live.
Well, it's worth a shot to keep going. If you want, we can try and catch Josh sometime soon and get one for you, or we can get the recipe somewhere and craft you one. They're quite
Maybe.
hefty and expensive, but they're definitely worth it if it means not losing another person, because at this point we can't afford to lose anyone. Even if we wanted to kill Shade, we shouldn't. Because obviously, one, it's not going to work. And as Josh stated, it hasn't worked in the past. But two, the more people that die here, I feel the more the gods get powerful from it. And they live off of that. And we don't want to give them more power than they already have.
I want to get a drink.
Want a drink?
Let's go to
Yeah.
EB's. He actually has stuff.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm an
I found
employee.
I found that alcohol tends to help.
Yeah. It's not a permanent solution.
There is no permanent solution. I keep trying for help, and look where that gets me. Back to square one, but even worse.
There you go. He's really got to up the timer on that thing.
Most likely.
Henry, stop being a little bitch.
So what else do you want to know? Since we're going through all my trauma.
I'm not really a therapist. That was usually Penguin's job, but
Where is Penguin?
I don't
haven't seen him
know.
around.
She flew off after
I saw.
that whole thing. We haven't seen her since. She's just been gone. I worry about her. I worry about a lot of the people right now. Because we've all been through so much. And we're all trying to process our trauma differently, but at the same time, we need to understand that we're all not alone. Oh, Josh. Here,
I agree.
Holy, hi.
Can I grab you a
Hi.
drink? Food?
Yes, please. I could not sleep.
Another one of those nights?
Yeah. And, you know, it's still kind of in shock over things with Pan, so yeah, that was interesting. Were you there for that? Did I mention that?
That Shade's still alive? Yes, you did. We're
But
still in
before
shock
that
too.
part, don't go to the castle. It's very dangerous.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll do everything I can.
Yeah, Pan almost died.
Posture check is done.
That was kind of not fun. Anyway, you carry on with what you were doing. I'm just here for alcohol.
What were we talking about?
Not
Knowing that
alone,
we're all not
something-
alone.
Something nice.
Oh.
Have you been able to find Penguin at all? You've been flying around everywhere. You must have seen something.
No, not yet. I mean, not particularly. It's just, I don't know. Let's hope we can find her soon.
I just hope she's safe and not dead. That's the last thing we want.
Yeah, to say the least.
We're all gonna die
A lot of
eventually.
things we need to. Well, immortal until proven mortal. Just because I've died once, that doesn't count.
We
That
came
only-
back.
That wasn't a real one. Yeah, so I came back. That makes me still immortal.
Yeah.
Just because we have a limited time doesn't mean there's a timer on it. There's not really any set time that we can disappear. The least we can do is make the most of it. Try to make the time that we do have matter. But, you know, whether that be sticking to yourself and enjoying your little crop farming or whatever, or
Making
working
connections
with
with
other
loved
people
ones.
and yeah. Whatever helps you feel fulfilled in your life. The only real purpose we have is to just do that more as much as possible. Do whatever you gotta do to help your life feel fulfilling, and you know, when you die, you die. But we'll try and keep that from
Sooner
happening
rather
for as
than
long
later.
as possible. Well,
I
guess that
feel
depends on
it's
your
not truly
perspective.
living if you haven't lived your life to where when you die, you can say, I have no regrets. Or at least,
Well,
I
there's
don't
some things you
regret.
can't
Got
really
plenty of
undo.
those.
There's some
Well-
things you can't particularly undo, and so there will always be those, but least you can do is, I guess,
If you look back and say, I've had a good life. There's been ups and downs, but in the end, where I've ended up now, I don't think I would have changed that.
and it's
That's how
always
I
a journey of getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm stuck in the down.
There's only one way to go but up. Once I hit bedrock, it's not much
Well,
farther
that's
you
what I
can
thought
go.
when I asked Shade for help.
Well, anything beyond that point wasn't really you, was it?
Asking for help, that was me.
Well, but anything beyond that. I mean, asking for help because you were desperate. I see no harm in that. Anything that happened as a result of that, sure. I mean, I guess you could place the blame on you, but at the end of the day, your intentions were good.
Your actions weren't your own when you can't control your body. Me and Josh know a lot about that. We weren't in control of our bodies for a long ass fucking time. And we
Our
understand
souls
that
will
that
come back
wasn't
and haunt
us.
you.
Yeah. That I cannot speak on the unfortunate sides of. Well,
In a nutshell, never ask a couples therapist for help.
yeah, that didn't seem to have
Or
gone
Shade.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just give away free souls. Great.
Mhm.
And
Well,
you get a
it's-
soul. And you get a soul. And you get a soul. Everyone gets a
Mine just
soul.
happened to be as vengeful as any.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there's anything I can never do to assist, I say this nonstop. I'm like a broken record, but I want to help people as much as possible. So if there's ever anything I can do, even if it sounds absurd, I'm down to help. I've created artificial totems that can keep you from dying by just the power of science, I guess, and alchemy, and
Magic.
I've helped cure people from diseases, mostly because I experienced it myself, and able to help people work through that, and I, you know, I've helped with a lot of things that might seem a little out there. So if there's ever anything that you need to ask questions about, or if you need anyone who might know their way around something, and you don't really want to go talk to Shade or Eli again, then
Yeah, that was the last time I messed with science. I got shoved into a microwave. That was wonderful.
that's still intact.
I can tell you
Great.
for
One of the few
certainly,
things that
Josh will not
survived.
shove you in a microwave.
Maybe on
Good.
a bad day we'll think about it, but
No.
That's not helpful, Josh. Not
microwave's
helpful.
off the table. Got it.
Yeah.
Understood.
No microwaves. No cramming
Shoves
people into
microwave
things.
over to the side.
It was not fun.
Yeah. I spent some time in one of those little boxes as well, and yeah, I can only assume I have the wonderful pleasure of not having any of the memories of the things that happened while I was one of Shade's walking zombies. I don't know if you have that same luxury, so
No, I remember everything.
yeah.
Even of you guys.
Yeah, as much as it could be, you know.
You guys weren't bad fighters.
Yeah,
I am not a fighter.
He
Well,
had all
as
my
a corpse
things,
you were.
and I think the muscle memory was still there. I spent a lot of time fighting back in my world, so it was pretty much muscle memory.
Yeah, you looked kind of like Shade's right-hand man.
That makes sense. Probably one of the better people to have there. This is the reason he wasn't able to get Hobbs, because Hobbs is a step above me.
Hobbs is basically unkillable. Hobbs and Nebula.
Wait for the gods to come and kill him. Strike him down with a lightning bolt.
Figuring that out as well.
There's one thing I remember
No.
from being dead was seeing Nebula's trident just come at me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that so vividly.
Yeah, that trident hurts. We've sparred a couple times. That thing is efficient, to say the least. You know, this is a small thing. I gotta say, in the first battle that ever happened in this place, long before I think either of you were here, actually, we had a battle with Artemis team all the way over near where my castle is, and we won somehow over the absolute titan that is Artemis team.
I've been here the whole time.
Were you?
Yeah. It was kind of hard for me to stand out. I just kind of sat on the side.
Yeah, that's fine.
Watch
Yeah,
from the
I remember
shadows.
Apollo screaming about women.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Kind of strange.
Yeah, you know, they're eccentric.
Yeah.
For the few times I got to see them. I
The
know.
gods do what they do.
I know personally. At the end of that battle, I think I mean, obviously it was us fighting, so it's not like it was a fond experience. But you know, sparring is something that I think we have. I mean, we haven't been able to do it much recently, just for the risk of people dying. But you know, before when we still had respawns, I know I'd enjoy sparring with some of the Artemis members, specifically Nebula and Hobbs. And in that first battle, we had a one-on-one fight. Just to be fair, you know, gentleman's game. When it was down to just Hobbs left, we agreed to do a 1v1, and I ended up beating him. Which, the only time that I've ever like significantly beat Hobbs in a fair one-on-one ever since.
Well, did you have better gear?
It wasn't by much, but yeah, a little bit. Was very prepared for that.
I think that would have been the only time anyone beat Hobbs.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard anyone ever beat him.
Shade caught me off guard when he killed me, and it was just a very jarring environment to get thrown into at the bottom of that pit. But I think things would have gone very differently with the entire, you know, everything that happened with Shade if I had survived. I could just thank God that Hobbs wasn't the one that Green lured over there.
Yeah.
If Shade had had Hobbs on his side during all of that, we would not be here.
They would have won.
That would have been absolutely terrifying.
Are we supposed to still like green or?
I won't tell anyone else what to think.
I mean, you should have yelled at him quite a lot.
Yeah, after everything that went down with Green, I got 6 months to fester up all of this anger at the person who betrayed me, and by the time I got up again and I woke up and I got to look him in the eyes, he was just a broken person. And something about that just, I don't know. I won't tell anyone else what to think. In fact, I'm very content with people hating Green, yeah, with every inch of their being, but at least for me, I've let out my anger, and I'm just hoping that he can fix himself. Become better than what he very clearly has shown himself to be. I guess I'm a glass half full person.
I've heard EB talk nothing but good about Green lately. EB told me that the Green reached for him just before he was about to die, trying to save him. Whether it was for personal gain or just to not lose anyone else at that point, so that Shade didn't have more manpower. Who knows, but Green still made an effort, and that makes me think there's a second chance for Green. Shade, I don't know, but Eli, if I see him, he is dead on sight.
Yeah. Well, let's hope he died during all of that, because he didn't have any respawns at the time that everything came back, and I can only assume the gods played a part in us coming back from everything with Shade. Considering everyone managed to come back except for Ruber, and we haven't found Eli, so he's probably not with us. Because EB got respawns back by just being, obedient and everything, and so he was giving them back, but Eli was not in that same boat. I think that's... Never mind.
He's a kill on sight in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a second chance, he blew it. I am a person about redemption. Eli doesn't deserve it.
The only thing I remember of Eli is him cackling like an evil scientist when I got dropped into the pit and was being chased by Shade.
I can only imagine the sound of that laugh. It sounded like a banshee's scream.
It was buried far in my brain behind Green just watching. I didn't really care much who Eli was. I worked really hard to keep Eli alive. Hobbs would have killed Eli on spot the second that, everything went down with the watch. Absolutely would have killed him on the spot, but I stick by my beliefs that we shouldn't be killing people here because, that's not... We're not barbarians. We shouldn't be killing people when they're a threat to us. We need to figure out another way. And when I was sticking to that, I managed to get Hobbs not to kill Eli. Next time I saw him, it was involved with Shade. So maybe I was wrong. But we're here now. That's what matters. It wouldn't change anything that's been done just in case it somehow managed to get worse. No point wishing we could fix the past. All we can do is fix the present.
For a better future.
Mm-hmm.
Refills?
Yeah.
Sure. I think mine ran out. A large part of me wishes that I would have survived that encounter with Shade. But that would have meant he would have tried harder and probably gone for Artemis first. And chances are he probably would have gotten Nebula or Hobbs before anyone was organized. And if that had happened, we'd be in a much worse spot than we are right now. And who knows? At the very least, with the course of events that led us here, most of us are here. Ruber was an unfortunate sacrifice, but who knows how many more people could have permanently died if anything else had changed in the past, so...
Who knows to say if Shade actually succeeded. You
Exactly.
could possibly move on to another world and kill everyone in that one.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted out. We all want out. They were working on a way to get out.
But he was willing to sacrifice a lot more than we are to get there.
I honestly don't know if I want out anymore. This is the most free I've been in all my life, I think. Able to explore freely without any bounds.
Well, as much as I agree with that, the people here, I trust most of them more than anyone I ever trusted back in my world that I came from, but I can't rest easily until we hear back from the gods. Something isn't right. They've just been complete and utter radio silence with us. And we were brought here to fight a war on their behalf, and now what? There's no war happening. There's no way of them deciding a victor this way. And I worry what might happen if that continues, but I agree with you on the I like it here part. It's just a looming cloud overhead that I'm worried about.
It's like a storm off in the distance. We know it's coming. We just don't know when. Can hear the rolling thunder in the distance. But you can't count the seconds to know how many miles
No
it is.
timer on our existence. If it could come at any moment, why not just chill until it does? They might decide to get rid of us tomorrow. The least we can do is enjoy today. And be ready.
Because there's no way in hell I'm not going to go down without swinging if the gods want to come at us at all.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck fighting a god.
Well, at least we can try. That's one thing that I think, according to Greek mythology, I'm pretty sure they enjoy anyway. Like seeing people fight.
They enjoy fighting mortals.
Not necessarily fighting mortals, but they enjoy a good fight.
Yeah, I mean that's why
half
the
tales
call
are
is
them setting up battles.
Yeah, either whether it be the Battle of Troy or other battles, like they all
They
most of
enjoy
Greek is
a good
they even had
warrior
God of War.
story.
They even had two gods of war. Athena was one of what was it? I read it in the books down in the library somewhere, but Athena was about a strategical war, and then they had Ares, who was just all-out bloodshed war.
I mean, it's two halves of the same coin. I mean, war is, you can have some of the best warriors, but if you're just running headlong at everything, you're just going to lose. I mean, I think that's kind of what happened in the first battle is Artemis team had everything at their disposal. They had a ton of power. They had the high ground. And when it came down to it, they just fell to strategy. It worked out in our favor because we were strategic. So, I guess.
Didn't help
Funny
that
how
you
that
had
works.
multiple ways to get in.
Well, yeah, that certainly helped. But we mostly used one.
Nah, you used them both.
All I remember is running headlong at everything with Green by my side.
Well, green killed me, so
Yep.
that was a great impression.
Yeah, wonderful first impression. I have.
Well, it
If
wasn't
the
the
gods
first,
wanted
but-
us to start throwing us at each other and fighting a good war, that was a great way to start. But unfortunately, people tend to find empathy at some point, one way or another.
I remember Green talking one day. He actually sat exactly where you're sitting, Josh. He talked about his home world. Something about his god, like the gods of his world, and how one possessed a friend, and he had to watch that friend die. Kill him with his own hands.
I've heard tale of that as well.
In a way, I think a lot of us have very similar experiences. Not the exact same, but similar experiences. We've all lost
Broken
loved
people make good
ones.
fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anger's a good fuel.
Mm-hmm.
An even better feel is having someone that you want to see at the end of the day. So you keep pushing for it.
A reason to fight or something to fight for. And dear God, have I found that second one.
Same.
Right now, it's just been a matter of figuring out what to do with Shade. It's kind of the immediate issue, and then, I don't
Kill
know.
him.
You can't. There's no
Why
point.
not?
What happened the last 3 times we tried?
Well, he's contained in prison.
Yeah, but he could just wake up somewhere else.
You don't have his spawn set?
I don't. It hasn't worked the last few times.
Oh my gosh.
Haven't had any set way of knowing, and
Well, we can at least torture him.
what would that
Oh,
do?
that's
I mean-
inhumane.
Yeah, but it wouldn't serve any purpose. It'd be a waste of time, resources, and
I'm sorry,
as
did
much
you
as
just
We
it-
could make a good meal.
delicious?
Hmm?
You're not fluff right now, are you?
Why would you say that?
Fluff doesn't seem someone who would enjoy wanting to torture someone, let alone say to mention torturing someone.
You haven't had the fun, sweetheart. You don't know the screams.
Josh, I think we have the pleasure of talking to Zora right now.
be careful
Well, are we
with
just
your
gonna
words.
sit here? I can say whatever I want.
Free to
Okay.
choose your actions, not your consequences.
I can do whatever I please. And what are you gonna do? Stand in your little big boy chair?
I don't go near Shade. We do not need him free. Whether you want him in pieces or not, he is much more useful to us completely sitting there eating carrots every couple hours.
Well, then what about Eli?
For all we know,
know.
he's dead. And
I
it
really
should
doubt
stay that
it.
way.
He's a scientist. He could figure out a way to survive.
If we find him, I'll let you know.
Thank you. And I can eat his ones. Bones are really crunchy. You should try them sometime. Might change your point of view.
Ugh.
Think I'll pass. You done here?
Fine. What?
You got Fluff back?
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, that's a fun interaction.
That's scary.
You
Yeah.
must be great
sorry.
at parties. Don't think I'll be crunching on bone meal anytime soon, but
Or
Yeah.
bones.
I'll
The
give
only,
it some thought.
the only
Sorry,
bones I've ever had are fish
probably.
bones accidentally.
So, I didn't explain what a zenny was, did I?
No, you
Not
didn't.
particularly, no.
Okay, so a zenny is someone who doesn't exactly feed off of actual food. They feed off of human pain.
That
So, you know, like
sounds...
torture and screams and yeah. Fun stuff.
Fun. Checks out.
Yeah.
Cool.
That lines up with a lot of the things that Zora just told us.
Yeah, so, anything we can do about that?
Not really. Alcohol tends to help, but there's not much we can do.
Okay.
Not a permanent
Um,
solution. Speaking from experience.
Has she tried anything recently? Like, in terms of feeding?
She's attempted to kill my dog. Or at one of my birds.
Is she
Oh
attention?
boy.
So potentially she's trying to use your suffering as a way of feeding, I guess.
Yeah, I can't really do anything when she's doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. When she's been fed, she kind of stays away for a little bit.
When does she take over?
Whenever nothing's in her way. So, how I explained it to Mickey is it used to be like this small ringing in my ears. Now it's like a tornado siren. When that sound gets too loud, I can't hold on.
Phase out for a minute.
The alcohol tends to fade it, but it's not permanent.
Well, we can keep fueling you.
Okay.
And I guess if
Just be
that ringing is ever getting really loud and you fear she might try anything, just let me know. I have ways of keeping people busy for a minute. I'm no Hobbs, but I can keep someone busy and from hurting anyone else for a little bit until you get control again.
Thanks.
I'll try to make sure she doesn't get fed too much.
I do appreciate that.
No problem.
I will warn you though. If you drink too much alcohol, there's a bunch of not just physical but mental side effects. Hallucinations.
I already have plenty of mental side effects right now.
It can get worse. And I don't mean Zora or anything, but I mean like hallucinations, just brain
Maybe we can
clots,
find you a few other outlets to keep the ringing down.
and then the physical
Maybe.
toll as well. You'll start getting a higher and higher tolerance to where it won't basically do anything. You can build up a tolerance to alcohol. And then you just want to drink more to try and keep that buzz at the very least. And then soon that amount doesn't do enough. Then you do more and more and more and never stops until suddenly you've drinking yourself completely out and you've had it up to there and you just want anyone to respond to you to just make the pain go away.
I know one of the things that certainly helps quiet a few things going on with me is just flying. I don't know if you have an elytra or maybe one left over from everything, but I can help you get a hold of one. They sometimes just going up as high as possible and then just picking up speed helps clear things. It's hard for stuff to keep up with you even mentally when you're going just maximum speed or just flying over areas you've only seen from the ground before, I'll certainly recommend get you a pair of wings. It really helps.
I'd like to try that.
Yeah, we'll get you one of those soon.
Okay.
It is very nice to feel the breeze.
It does feel like I'm drowning quite often.
Let's try and take you out of those murky waters and get you some fresh air. And I just had a list right there for some reason.
We'll find you some other outlets. We'll get you more ways. Maybe then the alcohol will first off be more effective, but you won't need to lean on it as much.
I'm sure EB's enjoying my business.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
just going on Eli's tab at this
Surprised he
point.
hasn't kicked me out yet.
One day we're gonna find Eli's stash of money, and then EB's gonna make bank.
Oh, Evie already
Make
wants to
bigger bars.
raid Eli's corpse if we ever find it.
See
I
what's
don't
on
blame
it.
him.
Mm-hmm.
I
do
assume
it
it'd have a
too.
little bit after everything, but
Huh? I mean, considering we all woke up with nothing, who's to say Eli doesn't have anything on him?
yeah. So I guess the only things that I don't know about the Eli's original stuff from when he died. Apparently that has gone unaccounted for. We don't know where the stolen prototype Elytra went, and also I know I have access to Shade's entire inventory. I have his sword, his bow, his everything that he dropped when he came to the prison, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't come with armor because apparently he got rid of that when everything went down because he quote unquote didn't need it anymore and stopped wearing armor. So I don't know where his original armor went. It's somewhere in the rubble of that castle.
Are you
As
planning
is
on
probably
looking for it?
not particularly. It wasn't anything special. I've killed them in it before. In the battle across the bay over there. That was actually one of the only things that happened at that battle. I was sparring with Shade up on the hill and I managed to get him. It wasn't anything special, so I'm not that particularly worried about it. But, if we were looking for some money to help pay Eli's tab, I'm sure those would count if we ever find him. But again, probably not a great idea to be there in the first place, what with the carpet and other assorted traps that we've found and or not found yet.
Because you know what? Maybe he's rigged like a few places with explosive that haven't
Yeah,
gone
especially
off.
considering if Shade's been alive for the last 6 months somehow since everything went down, and then just now he reported to the prison and turned himself in. Who knows what he's been up to? There could be hundreds more traps at that castle. We don't know.
It's suspicious too that he just turned himself in after 6 months.
You're telling me.
I am
He's
telling you.
guilty.
Without
Feels
speaking.
guilty? Potentially. I don't know. He certainly is. But if
He
it's
kinda better be.
remorse, he certainly hasn't apologized yet. He has not said a word.
Great.
If anybody ever wants to visit him at some point, it's certainly an option. I could take you there, but it'll be without any gear, so no killing allowed.
Why do you look at me when you do that?
Well, the person sitting in your chair threatened to do that not 5 minutes ago, so.
Yeah,
no, that's fair.
considering you told me that Zora sees what you see. Just different pilots, essentially.
Yeah,
Talking
she's
to you,
apparently saying a lot
Zora.
of slurs.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. She seems like the type.
She
Mm-mm.
likes doing that.
Yeah. It's if she's currently listening at the moment, you'd be hard pressed to manage to kill someone with mining fatigue 3 while I'm watching. your punches first off become insanely slow before they can even do anything, and they'll have food you won't. So you'd be very hard pressed to get anything done while I'm fishing rodding you back. I also have this that I'll be using just in case someone needs to be pulled away.
Here, Mickey, do you have
Ooh.
any more alcohol?
Yes,
Oh,
we are stocked to the brim.
Do I have any stocked up? Not on me.
Yeah, in the mood for. Hang on. In the mood for something
Anything works.
spicy, sweet, sour.
I know they were brewing some good stuff over at Artemis Base a little bit ago. Extensive amounts of good stuff.
Like
I came back to
good stuff
Hobbs.
or just glug glug good
I
stuff.
don't know. Lots of good stuff. They were busy cooking something. So.
I-
Go give drugs a try.
Oh God, no. Let's
What a
give you
wonderful
something
power
with
combo.
a bit of a punch. Yeah, this should pack a punch.
Fruit punch.
It's not fruit punch. It does not
Ooh.
taste like fruit punch, at least. Tastes more like mint with a bit of
Good thing we have regen here.
Lovely.
yeah, it really packs a punch.
Boy.
I wish Henry was a cow and not a horse.
Why is that? Here, have some carrots.
No, thanks. Oh no, I think Henry's gonna. Do horses eat carrots?
I think so, yeah. Ow.
We're all just slowly dying.
It's fine. We have regen for a reason.
There.
That's why I put these beacons here. They are certainly effective. There we go.
Very spicy. I like it.
Yeah. Been experimenting with a few new flavors and stuff, mixing some things. Been using a few flowers too, if I can, here and there, like dandelions. Those are pretty good. Also can use them to make a salad. Fun fact. Dandelion salad.
But
Just be careful of the stems. Speak of the devil and he shall arrive.
yeah, I just threw it.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't looking. I was looking up to the sky.
It's fine.
Very moving man when I talk.
Who's,
I like
who's
to.
here?
What?
What?
I'm a very moving man when I talk. I like to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to be
I
like, are
can't-
you hallucinating?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If anyone
I feel
hallucinates
like
here,
the bar
it's
stools are way too
EB.
high.
Yeah, sometimes.
They're way
it's-
too high for the counter.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wish
Take that up
the
with
counter was,
EB.
like, you know, half a block higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it'd be
Certainly gives
really
a very
hard
good view
to.
of the person behind the bar, though.
I sit on the counter.
Don't. I just wiped it.
Well,
Well-
you'll wipe it again.
I'm not paid enough for this.
You
I'm
paid
not
it
paid
all.
enough for that. Honestly, I haven't seen a paycheck in weeks. I don't even think
Yeah,
EB.
I mean, if
that-
everything's
really
being
need
put
to
on
find
EB's
Eli.
tab or on
Yeah.
Eli's tab, I don't know where the money's coming from. So
Yeah, apparently Henry
It's
is in
feeding.
charge of.
exposure to the elements. That door never closes.
Yeah, basically. Henry, though, is supposed to be in charge of, like, taxes and paychecks and stuff. But I can't really. EB's really the only one that can really talk to Henry and understand him. All I just hear are grunts and whinnies and huffs. EB can have full on conversations with him. Whether it's the hallucinations he has or what, I don't know
Yeah,
what
he's had a
it
lot of
is.
those.
Yeah, EB's too scared to go around Chester now because of one of his hallucinations. Bad trip, you know?
Yeah.
See the look in his eyes when I mentioned the name. When I just mentioned the name, like, oh yeah, Jester. Just like we don't talk about him.
Why don't we talk about Jester?
I
saw
don't
Jester.
know.
He seems pretty normal.
Yeah, I mean, Jester's just an average dude. I don't know why
He was
he'd
just
be.
brewing.
I haven't
Yeah,
actually met him properly.
I mean, he's
I've
been here
met
day
him,
one,
but-
just like you. So he's always been here.
Again, I was kind of isolated.
Yeah.
Not
And then
on
I ruined all
purpose.
your real estate.
That's true.
Put a much bigger castle right next to your stuff.
Mine's just a birdhouse. Just a vibe.
A very cute
Oh.
birdhouse at that. Oh,
This is just more comfortable.
you don't want to know what's been on that table.
Me.
You might not want to lay there.
You don't want to know what's been on these shoes.
Air,
give up.
cobblestone. I think I see a tiny bit
A
of
little bit
blood.
of void.
Yeah, a bit of void. Hmm. Hey, wait a minute. Is that a piece of chips? I've been missing some nachos lately. No, I got my
No.
eye on you,
Gosh.
Mister Mr. Nacho Stealer.
Yeah, that's Nacho Stealer. That's not it.
I got nothing to do with the nachos. I get my own food. I only eat golden carrots.
Is that healthy or like?
I
Oh,
don't know.
golden carrots are
Usually supposed to have a
absolutely
pretty,
good.
usually supposed
Yeah,
to have a
but
pretty
you
varied
might-
diet, but
Yeah, I'm like,
Ah.
do you have anything else in your diet aside from golden carrot?
Any proteins, carbs?
sunshine.
That's not.
You don't
I'm holding these carrots, but they're
Josh, you
frozen,
don't
so-
photosynthesize.
That's
You
what
can't
you think.
you can't photosynthesize, buddy. That's not how
That's
The
humans
sun
work.
fuels me.
That's not how
Um,
humans work.
Put that into a tweet.
I'm fueled by the sun. And golden carrots.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesizer. Womp 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 womp.
Get your
Thanks for
carrots
the
back.
carrots. Those are going to be fed to an evil man.
Ah,
How do you spell?
I
Fuel?
probably should have kept.
F-E-E-L-E-D.
It's F-E-U-L.
Oh, I did
No,
fill.
it's fueled.
Okay, there you go.
You first.
Quote book.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You
no,
feel
I'm
quote
dumb.
booked.
I'm illiterate.
Yay. I got
That's funny.
noted.
English is my first language. Yeah, I don't know how to speak it properly.
Same. I gave up and
Just
now
because
I'm
it's
more
your
like
first
country.
language doesn't mean it's complete. You haven't 100%ed English yet.
We gotta Duolingo it.
Duolingo, and then you'll be better at English.
I gotta get back on Duolingo and do Dutch again. I haven't been doing it for like a year.
Play.
Wow.
I gave up with Duolingo. He took my brother.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh,
I'm kind of
God.
grateful, but it's fine.
You know, I kind of intended to get into learning Spanish, but never
You just
bothered.
skip a few days. Yeah.
It's a lot
It's
of
like-
work.
It's like you skip that one day and then you're just like, it's okay.
Like
I'll just
having
do
a
it
clingy
tomorrow and then
girlfriend
just.
that texts you all the time, but it's for
You have a
something that is actually
girlfriend?
good for you. No, that's just what Duolingo's like. But like just hyper clingy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm lonely. I want a girlfriend.
Yeah,
I had a wife.
that's a problem for future
That
me.
didn't go well.
Yeah,
Men.
Yeah, I killed her.
gay. Oh, yeah, I can see why that didn't go well.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, I swear, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically didn't kill her. Zora did.
Kind of stabbed her and shoved her off a cliff.
That's
Stabbed her
fun.
like 4 times.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything in terms of relationship-wise in my other world. I just had friends, and then all of them betrayed each other, and it turned into like a civil war thing, and then all of them died. Some to sickness, some to each other, some to this giant monster on the horizon. I just a lot of withers. I'm immune to those now.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I could just walk on wither roses. They're actually really beautiful flowers once you get, used to them and around them a bunch. Just not very nice when you first touch them. I eventually became immune after a while, but they're real pretty. Really gorgeous.
Yeah. I think back home, honestly, I didn't have any romantic relationships, but I definitely had a lot of good friendly relationships. No one really fought. We were just one big community, and some of us even like family, and yeah. Was especially close with a few particular from my world, and
Mm-hmm.
at times I miss them, but they're all gone now.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am with some of my people. None of them really made their way here. There's no one from my old world that I found here.
Do you guys remember how you got here?
Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of chilling on my, I guess just in my house. I was asleep with my fox and one of my few remaining friends nearby. And when I woke up, it was on a stone beach. And then 2 other people followed, and then a bunch more after that.
I don't
I think I
remember
was one of the first
much.
people they dragged here.
I just remember I was out of booze. I was talking to my Strider Montero at my strip club. I left my club for the first time in I don't know how long. Don't know how long it had been since I'd seen the sun. I remember screaming something about Steven, which is the god from my world. And then
Name for
passing
a
out.
god?
Yeah,
He
it
didn't
is.
really have a name, so we all kind of just came up with a name for him. Waffle
And you
actually was the
picked
one who came up
Steven.
with. Blame Waffle. Okay, Waffle was the one who's like, it seems like a Steven. So,
I had one of those too.
yeah.
A Steven or a waffle?
A waffle.
Waffle.
Oh,
That was actually the one remaining friend I had left there.
waffles are good.
Mm-hmm. Very
Well,
tasty.
don't eat Waffle, please. They're a full-fledged human being, and not human flesh
Word.
is not tasty.
I
We're,
think
yeah,
someone would beg to
we're.
differ.
No, Zora.
Yeah,
No.
someone's sitting on the table right now.
Laying on the table.
We gave up. They're just laying.
Uh-huh. Man, that really must have been good stuff.
Yeah, no,
25
just.
seconds of type of shit that burns your insides, and now we are lying on the table.
Hope it wasn't poison.
Oh no, it would be a shame if it was poison.
Oh no. I totally care if I don't die right now.
Oh no! Anyway.
Table. It's broken.
You really gotta wear more armor.
You
I
do.
don't have any besides shades, and I don't want to wear that again. Well, I have the boots you gave me, but that's it.
Ah. We'll get you some more.
Okay.
And
I'm
a set
sure
of
there's
wings.
some. I'm sure there's some resources somewhere that we can get or go get some more.
I have plenty. Say the word.
Word.
Oh. You want... I mean, my room's over there. We could go build some gear. But I burned all my levels making a bunch of stuff, so I don't really have much in terms of combining. ability.
I have
I'm
139
level
levels.
Holy
That'd
crap.
get us pretty far
I've been doing a lot of mining
if we wanted
recently.
to.
I have so many diamonds.
You know,
Yeah, I got a good bit over.
it's weird to think about what the gods actually know. They know
Yeah?
more about us than anyone on the server really knows.
I mean, yeah, if they're always watching. I don't know if they have, because it's been pretty much radio silence, but if they have, yeah, they know a lot.
In a nutshell,
Know our dirtiest
When-
secrets.
when I came
I am
here,
an open book. Everyone knows more
Oh.
about me than me.
really?
Uh-huh.
That's concerning.
Hmm.
Artemis showed up to me in like a dream,
Hmm.
but she asked for me and she knew Zora.
Weird.
I mean, if they
I don't know
picked us
why.
out specifically, maybe they know a lot more about our past and our future than we think.
She called for both of us. So now we're here.
Funky. Wow. When I left my club, though, I just passed out on the floor and woke up at the little area. All the buildings and trees and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, you were a bit late.
A bit. I didn't even get to
Little bit.
witness a single battle between the Apollo and Artemis team. I basically joined at the part where teams
Were you
were.
there before the second set? Or the second
Mm,
battle?
Second one was
No,
well. The first one it was sad, in my opinion. That one was really sad.
I never
That
witnessed a
second one would have
battle.
gone different if I had had another stack of gapples.
It would have gone different if Nebula didn't have a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
That was very impulsive. I don't even know why they did what they did.
That's very like Nebula. There's a reason I didn't go and contact Nebula for Eclipse, and it's just Nebula's shown to be very impulsive and emotionally driven more than anything. And so that's not high on my list of people to put in charge of a prison where we have to really want to not kill people.
Yeah, when they decided to make New Moon, it wasn't the funnest place to be. It was very disorganized.
Yeah.
And it was a very short lasting group. We just overthrew the government and made it worse.
Well, yeah. Now we don't have any of that.
I'm cool with
The only
that.
person that was placed in charge of our team has been gone for 6 months. And I guess your team's things didn't really go that well. Because
Oh, just
nobody's
kind
really
of
been taking
for
charge of
ourselves.
anything. Yeah. Kind of why we have Eclipse as it is right now is just because we want to be able to, like, we need to be able to have someone and a group of people that makes some of the harder decisions, but still makes it a vote of everyone. We just need to come up with that and figure out plans for everything.
Yeah.
Boy, am I glad we had that president already. Because if we didn't, I'd just kind of have Shade in a ugly basement right now, just praying that he decided that he didn't want to leave.
Just keep him hidden in the gay baby jail that we have in the fun tower.
The
Just
gay
not tell
baby.
any.
Yeah, go keep him in
Not
there.
tell
And that's clearly
anyone.
shown to be very effective in the past.
Yep,
I
definitely.
assume it'd be like impossible to get out of though.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It if I've mapped it out correctly and someone was left unattended for 10 straight days and they were willing to punch rock for 10 straight days, they could get out. If they were smart and knew how piston door works. So, if they don't, probably take twice as long.
Well, Shade's kind of smart, so wouldn't put it past him.
That's why we're going to be checking in more than daily.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
If
Making
Eli
sure that he's alive
is
and still in there.
would you put Eli in there? Or hear me out, kill on sight.
If he is alive somehow, after the gods already took away his respawns, I would put him in the prison. I'm sticking by my beliefs, and I would do everything I could to keep him alive. Because
He's had second chances. He's had time to fix his mistakes, and he just keeps making more. On purpose.
Well, it's been 6 months without a mistake from him, so either he's dead, or he's learning.
Or he's hiding. Like a
Or he's hiding,
coward.
but hiding means he's no harm to us.
He could be plotting, though.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Well, his plotting's never gone well in the past.
That sounds fun to say to his face.
I would love to.
Hey, you suck
I
at
would
plotting.
punch him in the face.
Oh, me too.
At some point, I'll give everyone a tour of that prison. If they so desire, or don't trust that it's inescapable.
I mean, if you're real,
Free escape room.
no, not an escape room. Oh, what's it
Exactly.
called? You had an effect on it.
As in...
Forgot
What do you
what
mean?
it's called. The guardian
Mining fatigue?
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're stationed around. Mining Fatigue 3 in all locations of the prison.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah, it
Not
would
unless he
take...
had someone help him get out.
It takes 25 hours to mine a piece of obsidian with Mining Fatigue 3.
Lovely.
So,
God.
if anybody wanted to mine their way out, they'd have to get through several layers of obsidian and still find a way to get past the bridge.
So if you're really, really bored, good luck.
Mm-hmm. And I have safeguards in place in case something's happening. In case something's going on and we need to lock down the prison, we do have a lockdown protocol. So,
Good to know.
chances are, not getting out, at the very least. Think about it this way. If Eli managed to be alive, and I found him, and dragged him to the prison, there's more of a chance that Shade will kill him than anything else. Because if Shade manages to escape, he's certainly not getting to the surface. But he could kill the other prisoners, I guess. But certainly not getting out. So, slow, agonizing type of death, if you so
Nikki, are you good?
Yeah, I'm just
Fell
listening.
over.
Oh, no. I'm just more comfortable
Plotting
this
your
way.
own plots.
Oh no.
Just listening, getting comfortable. You guys look comfortable
Maybe.
laying down. And I'm more of a sleep on my
There's
belly
more
type of
room on the
person when I
bed.
lay down.
The
Nah.
thing, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
I do
because
the
I mean,
top
if you look at wrong one here,
It looks like you
if,
just smushed the chair.
because I mean, if you look from like an outside perspective, we got
They're
something on the
recliners.
left, we got something
Oh.
on the right, and then we got.
Someone's gonna walk in here and be like, "What's going on?"
Therapy,
We don't know.
healing,
Yeah.
Hopefully.
the healing
Healing.
process.
There are much more productive things I could be doing right now, but instead, I'm lying down on a bar.
And that's okay. Who cares about being productive?
We could all
Him.
be erased tomorrow, so let's enjoy today.
Exactly. This feels like one of those moments where if we were those types of people, we'd be passing around a bong.
I mean, we're in a bar.
Yeah.
You want an
Put
arrow
it
of
past
harmony I
it.
got from the trap that almost killed Pan?
No thanks.
Fun.
I don't think it counts, but it's probably just as bad for you.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna keep that somewhere
I got
where.
59 more.
Oh
There were
God.
quite a few in place when I was there.
I also got a bunch
Did
of
you find the
fireworks.
lava?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Sorry
The
about
first
that.
one's the insta-kill one that we almost fell in.
Whoops.
God.
Well, we did fall in. But thankfully, I am a quick thinker, and if I was not there, Pan would have died.
Well, we're glad that you were there.
Also, I think there was something faulty with the trap. Because we hit the strings to trigger all the tripwires to start launching things, but for some reason it doesn't go off. Maybe it's just the way that I hit it, or if I got the water to break it quick enough. But it didn't end up going off, but we did see all the potions and arrows and everything, and it very much should have. It's by some streak of luck that neither of us are dead.
It's surprising that a lot of us aren't dead yet, because I've been trying my best to stay cautious. I can die to the most stupidest of thing at this point, but the gods
Well,
wouldn't care.
yeah, clearly. Maybe they're just having us try and survive longer. Maybe their goal is to maybe it's a last man standing type of situation, and whichever team is left standing at the end of this is the winner.
What do we even get if we're a winner?
To go home. They never gave us an incentive other than, yeah, obey and do what we ask. Otherwise, we won't be able to respawn anymore.
Some of us.
Did they
don't
even
wanna
give
go
you guys
home
a
or
reason
not go
why
home to
they're...
practice.
Did they even tell you why you guys were fighting for them in the first place?
Oh, it's just God things, you know. You're just like, it'd be like trying to explain taxes to an ant. You know, there's just some things you can't comprehend.
Try me.
Yeah, that was a lot of our responses
Get
too.
Apollo over here. Let's go. We can talk about women all day long.
I'm
if
sure
he can
he would have
constantly
loved
be
to.
obsessed with it, then he can definitely talk about Artemis and her hunters.
Apollo's hyperfixation is women.
For real.
Apollo's had male lovers in the past. I've read about a few of them.
But his current hyperfixation
One of them...
is women.
Yeah. And he hasn't had the best streak of them. One of them turned into a tree.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you hear about the dryad that Zeus didn't like?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why we
yeah.
have mint leaves, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
No,
just
I
kind of got angry with her and then squished her into the dirt, and that's why we have mint leaves.
Ew.
Mint? I thought it was Persephone.
Is one of them.
Why not both?
Maybe it was both.
Yeah,
Two
because
separate occasions.
I have heard stories like Persephone was the one because Mint tried to coerce Hades somehow, but Persephone got pissed and turned the nymph into mint, like a mint plant.
I used to take a huge liking to Artemis. Like,
Yeah.
Artemis and her hunters. That was like a huge thing.
I mean, it's a really cool aesthetic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If only they'd gone for that, I think Artemis seemed to be way cooler.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of just general design flaws with how it seems to have been put together. Really could have thought out the aesthetics more.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, things have been kind of mixed around and stuff because a lot of the stories that we read, only the gods really know what their true purpose is, what their
Yeah,
true
I mean,
story is, because
Yeah.
to
back
be
then,
fair,
stories were only
What they want
told
us to know.
orally.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, you know, he said, she said by a bunch of ancient fanfic writers, so,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know,
That's
they're
Greek
the only ones
mythology
who...
in a nutshell.
The only ones who actually would be able to tell the actual story would be the gods. But clearly they seem amused, at least, by the ones that are incorrect and don't really correct people.
Yeah. It's like it's like if you like get a cut on your eyebrow from like tripping and then people ask, "Oh no, what happened?" You're like, "I fought a
It's a
bear."
style choice.
Yeah. You're like, "I fought a
It's a
bear" or
style
something like
choice.
that.
You should see the other guy.
Yeah, you see the other
Yeah.
guy. He's
Yeah,
pretty messed up.
you
The
should
Riffians are a style choice. The rest is trauma.
yeah.
Wow.
Can smell the
That's
trauma
MC
from
Games in a
here.
nutshell.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
Not a
Sometimes
phase,
things are in a
Mom.
nutshell.
This is life.
I want to sit in a nutshell.
Wah,
Like
wah,
get a
wah,
nice
wah, wah,
walnut
wah.
shell. Just
Wiggle, wiggle,
huddle
wiggle.
in it. Maybe get a little pillow and a blanket and just take a nap in a walnut shell. That'd be nice.
Wiggle.
Have you ever tried to sleep in
Worm.
darkness?
You what?
No, I don't like the
Under?
Like in
dark.
complete, total darkness.
Oh yeah, it's really really nice.
I don't like the
I-
dark.
I'm a big fan of the dark. If I had the option to leave my room dark all the time, I would. But you know, then it reminds me of the dark. The dark is really comforting until the trauma kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, ooh, yes, nice, but then it's just like nothing.
Yeah,
Then you start
being alone in the dark is not
hearing the
so bad until it
tinnitus.
starts like talking to you, and being alone in the dark isn't so bad until you stop feeling alone in the dark, and then it's not so great.
Never
Even when
alone.
the lights are on, I don't feel alone. Like I always feel like there's something peering over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Felt. I
There's
always
something
felt
hiding in
someone
my
watching
closet.
me.
Yeah, you kind of win that.
Whoops. Do I get a
Taking
prize?
monsters in my head to a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Your prize is that you never have to feel alone
Oh.
in the worst way possible.
Yeah, she has some questionable thoughts.
Yeah, I could tell. Bone meal
very
does not look that
detailed.
appetizing, I'll be real.
No, she's very detailed on how she'd kill her victims.
You know,
No,
hold on.
she's
I'm
talked
gonna.
about how she's gonna kill you.
I mean, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
Eh.
Mostly with the comment about you fighting her, but
Sora seems like the person to see a piece of bone meal and go, is anyone going to eat this and not wait for an answer?
she
Blah.
is that person.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Zora would be a person that look at a crowd of people and go, "Is anyone gonna eat that?"
And then not wait for an answer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my lights just went out.
Oh. You good?
I'm good, it's just the timer that my lights are on. That...
Oh no, the lights went
Oh,
out.
but
Oh no,
the
the
light
night.
no, the
They're
freaking
broken.
light switch
Is
went
there a
off.
face plant? Is there?
That genuinely
I'm
scared
gonna
me.
slash crawl.
As we're talking about the darkness and bad things, my lights turn out and I just get like my heart just jumps through my freaking chest and hits the
Do you
computer
play
screen.
any horror games, Mickey?
Yes, I play Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia and Five Nights at Freddy's.
We're entering semi-lore.
Yeah, we're entering semi-lore moments. Let me get music going.
But
Yeah, no, I play, dude, like my second most played game, like for streaming, is Dead by Daylight. I have an entire Dead by
for
Daylight
streaming?
server. Yeah. And
top
even
of
just for
Minecraft,
fun.
second is Stardew.
I love Ultra Kill.
I don't even know what that is.
Every time I
You
hear an
gotta
Ultra
play it.
Kill song,
You
oh
gotta
my.
show me.
Oh
What
my. Ayo,
Josh,
personal
I'm 17.
space, Josh.
I'm going towards where your actual camera is, which is right here.
It is, yeah. Ow. I can't like
No,
look
like,
up. It's like
how many hours do I have,
Yeah. You
actually?
can just look back and forth.
sorry, bruh.
Yes, yes, the update, goddammit.
Anyway, yeah, you should look up Ultra Kill at Steam. It's good. It's really good.
Anytime
How
I
much
hear
is it?
Ultra Kill song,
It's like 25.
No, that's out of my not
Yeah. It's
I'm
on
cheap.
point.
I've been listening to the
See,
Loud
it's
People
fan. 10
playlist
is my
lately.
max. I'm lazy.
And every time I hear an Ultra Kill song, I'm like, yep, Josh added that, most definitely.
It's actually no, all of those were crispy.
Really?
Yeah, all of them.
I would have thought it was you.
Yeah, basically it's like a shooter game, but it's a shooter game where every single time where you're like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could do this? The answer is yes. Like, this game has a parry mechanic that I can punch projectiles back. There's a 300 story tall man that's trying to punch me right now. I wonder if I could parry that. Yeah, you can parry it.
I was driving home from work today, and I was just like, I don't think I'd ever play Ultra Kill just because I have that mentality that I will rage quit way too fast, and I know you die a
Yeah, me
lot
too.
in that game. And I've seen you
Yeah.
play it, Josh. It's too fast for me to comprehend. Gabriel loves that
Oh
game.
yeah, no, it is absolute overstimulating incarnate. It is ADHD in a game. Also,
need
it's
to
a
put that on
little
my wish
gay.
list.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It's perfect.
The community is excessively gay.
Even better.
We love gay.
They're official like branded body pillows for some of the characters in the game that they
Why?
have on the official store.
That's weird.
It's really funny.
Have you
I
guys
know.
watched and/or read Percy Jackson?
Yes, back in my
No.
early times. I have not watched the show yet.
Oh my
I
gosh,
don't
can
have
we watch
Disney
it?
Plus anymore.
We
Can
should.
we watch it? Please?
Yeah,
I'm
we
obsessed. I
we
made
can
a
watch
whole new series
it.
about it.
Literally,
Literally, the casting call will be out tonight if my friend finishes some art.
Hey
'Cause I'm
yo.
We'll
a
see.
garbage
I
artist.
I
Yeah.
might see what I can do there.
Ooh,
I'm
Absolutely.
meaning to get more into voice acting.
If you
same.
need help, let me know. It's so hard for me to improv it. That's why I try. So I'm attempting to do more with Zora,
Mhm.
Yeah.
difficult, but I try. That's all.
Yeah,
I
no,
can
I got a
I
wide
can do method
range.
acting. Improv is fantastic. I recorded lines I'm trying to get better at. Just so
I
long as
can
I know
record,
like the
I can't
scene, I can do
improv.
it a lot better.
Improv is
I
so
got off
hard.
my
And
PC,
then
so
I
it's
was
kind
in
of
the
better.
shower later, and I'm like,
upset
oh, I could have said
earlier.
this.
I'm so upset at earlier. I was doing an RP, and then the server died, and I was in the middle of. I was getting into
Yeah.
it. I was getting emotional.
Josh,
I'm upset.
So.
Oh yeah, no,
funny
I
story,
watched it and I was just laughing.
Before you got to to the ice castle, I was chilling with Eli, and then we looked back at the stream and we're like, oh shit, oh crap, I gotta go, I gotta go.
I
So
gotta
ran,
go.
I ran into like the main building area, just shifting, and I could hear you guys. I'm like, what do I do? And I'm just like, oh wait, I just slash home. I'm a genius.
Fantastic.
I'm so smart.
Genius.
So smart. But yes, if you need help with voice acting, or if you want me to send you projects, then I can, because I am
Please.
constantly on casting call.
Please,
Have issues.
please, please, definitely hit me up. I am more than happy
Yeah,
to like
I'm
help
trying
out
to
with
get
projects.
more into Minecraft
Honestly, I do try
stuff.
and cast my friends as like extras as well. So
Mhm.
Josh
It was
has already
fun.
experienced a little bit of that.
Same.
dude,
I get to be a
So
goblin.
this is kind of directed at chat. I realized this in the other day, and I mentioned it in the private like Chosen server. We
Mhm.
run Chosen like it's an edited Minecraft roleplay episodic series. Like that's how it's run. And I realize now that
Dude.
like that's why I struggle sometimes with trying to convert stuff into stream format. Is because my brain works in Minecraft roleplay even though I've never done one.
You
It's
just
fun,
want too many
but you definitely
cinematics. You're a
want some-
cinematic man.
Yeah, dude, I just
I
want to
love
do everything
cinematics.
as a cinematic. Everything's cooler when it's a cinematic.
Dude, okay, so I use Blockbuster. It's a mod. I love it to
Yeah.
death. I can't do replay mod anymore. I'm just like, this is perfect. I can have everything exactly how I want it.
Does it?
And then replay's like got two
is it
options.
like live?
No. So what I can do is I can record one character, like I can move it and whatever, and then I can stop the recording, and then I can record another
Oh.
character and see that character interact with the other character.
And overlay them?
Yes.
That's cool, actually.
It's awesome, and you can. Oh, there's so many options. I love it.
That's actually really cool.
You just
I
made
did
me
not know
feel
that was an
so
option.
old.
It's so much fun, dude.
You just made me feel so old by mentioning Blockbuster.
Okay, not
Yeah.
the freaking, not that.
I just use CMD cam, which is very traditional in terms of like camera pathing because it's literally just camera and you have to do everything live. And so it's only really good for like B-roll footage and shots over, different areas, but I have a ton of stuff planned for future cinematics. But like I've realized now that, this isn't necessarily spoilers because I mean it's not anything real relating to the story, but there's been talks behind the scenes of us potentially trying to rewrite Chosen after it's over into a like short Minecraft roleplay
Dude,
series.
hit me up. I love writing scripts.
Yeah.
I have issues.
Yeah, I'll probably. Chances are it probably won't happen because I'll be busy after Chosen, but it's
We
still
better keep
something
the
that's on the
Chosen
table.
server though.
So after the story is over, I'll be making the world file available for everyone, and cutting it down so that it's small enough I can upload it to Google Drive, and then just giving people access to it. I might even do that. I'm probably gonna do that for the community server as well. People will be able to have access to the server in terms
Basically,
of
like
exploring it themselves.
how Hermitcraft
Like
does
Hermitcraft
it.
does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the server itself will be closing once the story's over. Because I'm not paying $25 a month forever.
And plus, like,
Yeah.
if
Even
we
though I
wanted
can
to still
sustain it now.
play on the server after, oh my god, sorry, Outer Wilds theme just started playing. It's specifically the banjo. It's specifically the banjo one that I have memorized for one of Beholder's videos. But yep. But like we have Essential. We use Essential. We can host it as multiplayer on using single
I can
player.
just host another server.
Yeah,
I can
but
make another server when we decide to do it. It's just in between. Probably not going to happen.
yeah, or even just like upload it to Atronos. That way we don't like have to. Like if
That's
we still
how
want to
it's
pay
been.
on.
It will not work on Aternos.
Oh yeah, because
it's
some
not
of the stuff.
That is a free thing. We're not uploading a 5 gigabyte world
hell
file.
no.
That's
True.
not
That won't
happening.
work.
I'm already gonna have to chunk purge most of Chosen, but
Yeah. I just realized how late it was. Sleep well, Gamio. Have a good night.
good night, Gamio. I'm probably also going to go.
Yeah, I should probably end stream.
Yeah.
We've been going for 2
Yeah.
hours now, and it
We'll do
is
some
10:30.
shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
Same.
Dude,
I would
if you
love to voice act
if
for
we
you,
watch
dude.
the Percy Jackson thing, I want to get your whole like opinion on this
I
story
know
that I'm
if
writing.
we do that, or if at least I'm probably gonna watch that with Mush at some point at the very least, because Mush wants to watch it.
Hell yeah.
But
Have a
I'll
chosen
definitely
movie
hit
night.
you up and we'll talk about stuff.
Awesome. But like,
Okay, I go.
Bye,
Okay.
Dash.
Bye bye.
Be safe.
Goodbye.
Bye. Damn it, he left too fast. I couldn't punch him in time.
Okay, but I will send you guys the casting call once it's out.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the questionable shenanigans. Bye, Mickey. Bye-bye.
Alright. We are gonna we're gonna slash home. There we go. So we start building a apple farm. I'm probably gonna work on that. Oh yeah, you guys didn't see. I've been trying to build an apple farm. That's what I also asked EB if I could steal some of his dirt, which I'm actually gonna grab right now, real quick, because I used all the dirt we have down there, which wasn't a lot. EB said he had some dirt I could steal. But essentially, any dirt? No dirt. There's a green online. But oh my god, go through the fucking door. I know what I'm doing after stream. But I've been building a thing. My lights just came unplugged. If you do or Artemis. There we go. Portal. Oh yeah, shout out to the statue for Wolfie I made. The attempt at a wolf for Boiled Central Kitchen. But if we go around here. All these because of one of Beholder's video of Outer Wilds. I have that stuck in my head. Oh, I went past it. I'm a dum-dum. Up here, though, I'm trying to flatten out this area because I want to make it an apple orchard. Because I've been mining a lot of gold lately, and I want to have a use for that gold. And you would think, oh, why don't you just trade with villagers, blah, blah, blah. I want to use my gold some way, somehow, okay? And I'm not really the richest in emeralds, and I'm not patient enough to do villager trades constantly. So, apple orchard. Plus, it looks cool. I'll build like a little grove in the center, like a little thing. Make it look pretty, you know? Forgot what they're called. But yeah. I'm gonna end stream off. Y'all, let's see who we can raid real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Raid. Green is live right now. We're gonna go raid Bestie Green. Go give her some love. I think she's doing well right now since she's all fine. Okay, yeah, she's working on her house right now. Go give them some love. I will see you all next time. Everyone get in the car. Come on. We're going raiding, bitches. I'll see y'all next time. Later.